bring you a football rivalry between two proud service academies. And now let's head down to the coin toss. It's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Both teams are lining up for the kickoff. We're just about set to get this one underway. Excellent kick. He's tackled at the 24-yard line. So let's see what the offense can do as they come out onto the field. And he is drilled at the 36-yard line. And the delayed handoff works for a big gain.
Got to be happy with the effort there by your tailback.
1st and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. Pitches back. And he's taken down at the 36.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Makes it to the 47.
That's a nice job by the quarterback to pitch the ball, and it got him a 1st down.
From their own 47-yard line. 1st down. And they get nice yardage on that run.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Fullback picks up a couple there on the option. From the 44-yard line, it's 3rd down. It's on the ground. The defense scoops it. That time the option play is the cause of the fumble.
The offense put the ball on the ground, but give the defense credit for jumping all over it.
So the offense will come out for their first possession.
Good field position for their first possession of the ball game. Let's see if they can capitalize off of it.
He's taken down at the 46-yard line. And the linebacker comes up and makes a big stop.
This is textbook. This is how you're supposed to play against the run.
From their own 46-yard line. 2nd down. And they make the stop at the 43. That was well defended by this defense.
The offensive line is so concerned with their penetrating abilities that these linebackers are able to roam free and make plays like that.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Fires back to the tailback, but he can't bring it in.
Wow, Brad, you talk about having a strong arm. Next time, though, he might want to work on the accuracy.
Beltran is the punter. Fielded at the 19, and he makes it out to about the 27-yard line.
When he made the decision to return the ball, I'm sure he thought there was going to be some room to run. But boy, did it vanish in a hurry. Still, he got something out of it.
They've got to play with some focus and smarts here. They don't want to make a mistake and suddenly find themselves trailing. It's the tailback. Nice run to the outside.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 31-yard line. 2nd down. And down he goes at the 33. He's going to try and scramble. Fumble, loose ball. Brought down right around the 32-yard line.
And they're lucky to retain possession of the ball there.
Richardson back deep to return. He makes it to the 45-yard line. I don't think either team has a clear advantage so far. Let's see if they can make some plays and get a little separation.
Let's go, let's go.
There he goes. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Midshipmen.
Now you're looking at someone who makes a defense nervous because not every quarterback can break off a run like that. He's a real talent.
And he converts the extra point. Navy is lining up to kick this one off. He's to the 20. Tackle made at the 25. Navy's looking awfully impressive right now in defense, but we are in the first quarter.
Yeah, this is about as dominant a first quarter that we have seen in a long time. But let's see if they can continue to play this well throughout the rest of the ballgame.
And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. He's got an opening. And he's tackled around the 43-yard line.
He gets another set of downs and, more importantly, opens up a whole host of play-calling possibilities for the coaching staff.
First and 10. Ball on their own 43. Tackle at the 43-yard line.
I like how efficient the offense looked on that play. Everybody knew their assignment, and it all came together for a nice run.
Watch 32, watch 32. Hey, D-line, let's get in there,
He's on the run. He's at the 30. Tackle made at the 27-yard line.
First down.
From the 27-yard line. First down. He's gobbled up in the backfield. Run there. Lee comes away with 5 yards on the carry.
That'll bring up 36.
Third down now. They need to get it to the 17. Looks left, finding his tailback. He's tackled at the 10-yard line.
With the reception, that's a gain of 14 yards on the play. That makes it first and goal.
So at the end of one, the Midshipmen lead 7-0. Back to the action now here in the second quarter. Nice run, and he's brought down. 3, maybe 4 yards there on the option to the fullback.
That brings up second and goal.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
90 is a mic.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage. He gets about a yard there on the option.
You're not going to be able to get by a sure tackler like this linebacker too often.
So it's 3rd down, but the offense is only 4 yards away from evening this game up. They'll bring him down around the 6-yard line.
Good job by the defense to overpower the offensive line and drop the back for a loss.
Kicks away, and it's good.
And you got to think they're pretty happy with holding them to a field goal right there.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. He's to the 20. Brought down at the 26-yard line. There hasn't been too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. Navy is up 4. And he's immediately tackled.
It's a great job here by the quarterback of recognizing the outside linebacker blitz and delivering the football for a first down.
He's at midfield. He gets it out to about the 47-yard line. He's at the 30, and they bring him down at the 17. The 10. What a play, and that is first and goal.
That makes it first and goal.
Laterals back. Touchdown, Navy. And he tacks on the extra point. Has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off. Taken from the 3-yard line. He's taken down at the 27. You think about the challenges these two teams are facing. On one side, you've got to find a way to keep building on your lead, and on the other side, you've got to find a way to get back in it. He makes his way to about the 38.
That's good for a gain of 11 yards.
From their own 38-yard line, it's first down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Let's go.
He fights forward to about the 39. Run up the middle. From their own 43-yard line. 3rd down.
This guy's got the combination of smarts and reliability that makes a receiver really dangerous. No wonder he's looked to on 3rd down.
makes it out to about the 33.
That's good for a gain of 12 yards.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 33. And they get him in the backfield for a loss.
The offensive line needs to do a better job of not only handling the defensive linemen, but getting up to the linebackers. That way the ball carriers will have a little bit more room to get to that second level.
He laterals the ball. Decent run here, right side.
Call it a gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Let's go!
What a play, and that'll set up a 1st and goal.
It definitely put them in better field position, and I just have a feeling that they're going to punch it into the end zone on this drive.
1st and goal from the 5, and looking to cap this off with a touchdown. And he carries the ball for a nice gain. And he picked up almost 4 on that halfback delay. This is the 10th play of this drive. Watch out for a pass play when you're in a goal line D. He laterals the ball. Touchdown, Falcons. He makes the PAT. A 10-play, 74-yard drive. And they come away with 7 points.
And Brad, right now, the offensive line just winning the battle in the trenches, opening up some big running lanes.
Air Force ready to kick this one off. Fielded at the 4. And he's taken down at the 29. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Navy is up by 4. And he's taken down at the 41. And a quick throw. He's taken down at the 47.
Nice job of picking up the Mike linebacker blitz and hitting his man for the 1st down.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. Pulls it in, and he's in the open field.
The quarterback and his receiver make a great play here and convert on an early down.
Navy's going to have to use their 2nd time out of the half.
Ready? Ready?
Stays in bounds and made a nice catch.
This guy has that innate ability to get just enough distance from a defender to make a completion possible. You don't see it from every receiver, but this guy's got it.
1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. And they make the stop right around the 18-yard line. Now he tries to buy some time. And now he's going to run. Dives forward. Zips it to his receiver. Touchdown. They call it a catch, but the booth signaled down to the referee that they'd like to take another peek at this.
Man, as I see this play again, it really looks like he made the correct call on the field.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The ruling on the field will stand. He caught it.
The only thing left to say about this play is that was an excellent catch.
And he adds the extra point. A 7-play, 70-yard drive, and they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
An amazing drive for this offense. Outstanding execution. If you're the defense, you've got to do something to try to change things up to get this quarterback out of sync.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He'll return it from the 3. He's tackled at the 26.
I think any good football team has to have an ability to answer, and that's exactly what we just saw. One team scores a touchdown, the other team comes right back and puts another touchdown on the board. This is getting exciting.
So now the offense comes back out, hoping for the same success they had on their last drive.
And it was a really nice drive, too, Brad. The quarterback got into a nice rhythm and did a good job of picking apart the defense.
And down he goes around the 29-yard line. From their own 29-yard line. Second down. We're halfway through, and it's been a good one. 21-10, Navy.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Bruce Davis, David Pollack here in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes. The halftime lead is not insurmountable for this squad. And, you know, there are a lot of times when you watch the first half of the game and you start talking about mental toughness and energy and effort and all of those types of things. You get the sense this is more of an X and O deal for the coaches. A couple of minor adjustments that could really change the game in the second half.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it's broke, it needs to be fixed. And there's some things that you definitely see offensive and defensively that these teams need to be sharper. They need to be crisper. They need to find an edge. Maybe they need to go more up-tempo. Maybe they need to pass the football a little bit more. Defensively, maybe you need to be a little bit more aggressive. This is one of those things where coaches have to feel out. They have a feeling out process. They have to feel what you do well, what you're not doing well. And sometimes you need to completely go in a different direction. You're down 2 scores. Something good has to happen. You need to change what you've been doing because it hasn't worked.
Just about set to start the second half. What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see which team has that decided schematical advantage.
And if they can find it, they'll blow holes 3 or 4 axe handles wide. Brad and Kirk will be there to call the second half.
All right, Reese and David, thanks, guys. Second half action just about ready to start here. He'll return it from the 6. He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line. Navy's dreams are a reality in this football game. They've scored 21 points in a row. The offense is on its way out on the field again, and they haven't had any problem finding the end zone in their past couple of drives. And he tackles him hard at the 22-yard line.
Really good play here and run support by the linebacker. The big guys up front took away the running lanes, and he was able to get through for a loss.
We've got a 2nd and 14. Ball on their own 22. Brought down right around the 22-yard line. Nothing there on the keeper.
Brings us 3rd and 14.
But still not enough for the first.
Well, the offense hurt themselves by digging themselves into a hole on 1st and 2nd down. So the defense didn't really have to put too much thought in how to defend on that 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 32. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
Yeah, but his blockers have to do a better job of helping him out. They didn't hold the coverage team at bay. They just let him right through.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Setting up blockers, the running back's got it on the screen, and he's tackled at the 39.
Peterson on the tackle at the 39-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. He gets out to about the 42-yard line.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
They'll work the left. Good outside run there. So the halfback gets some decent yards and a first down.
He knew where he had to go to get the first down, and he got there. Nice run.
1st and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. He makes his way to about the 45.
Gain of 3 yards. That brings up 2nd and 1.
And they got him for a loss.
It's a great play by the defense, but it really makes you wonder, was there a miscommunication up front by the offensive line? They just seemed to allow the defensive line to get through, and the running back didn't have much of a chance at all.
3rd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. And he makes it out to about the 44-yard line. So the ground game picks up another first down.
Boy, this really works on a defense's psyche. You can see the guys on defense right now are just trying to catch their wind. Once again, they had a chance to bring this drive to a halt, but were unable to do it. The offense really seems to be clicking right now.
He makes his way out to about the 35.
That's a gain of 1 play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
This is the 8th play of this drive.
Let's go, D. 90 is a Mike.
Got an opening. He's pushed out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Call it a gain of 11 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 24-yard line. First down. The Falcons running back taken out earlier, sidelined with that injury. However, it looks like he's going to be able to come back in this game. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Makes the touchdown. Gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 2.
And this is the 10th play of the drive.
90 is a Mike. Ready. Block 9. Block 9.
And he's tackled after positive yardage. Decent gain there on the play by the running back, and that's enough for the first.
He got by a couple of defenders and made it to the sticks for the first down.
From the 13-yard line. First down. They'll bring him down at the 5.
Call it a gain of 8 yards. That brings up 2nd and 1.
And this is the 12th play of the drive.
Coming for you, son. Coming for you, son. 90 is a Mike. Red 18. Red 18.
Touchdown, Air Force. That was a fantastic touchdown run by the halfback.
This guy looks very impressive. When he has the ball in his hands, good things always seem to happen.
And he hits the PAT. It was a 12-play, 69-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown.
Brad, that's one of those drives that can just tear your heart out. They can really demoralize a defense when they drive the ball down the field, and a lot of the yards came on the ground.
He'll return it from the 1. Brought down at the 31. Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. Navy holds a 4-point lead. He's to the 40. Gets out to around the 48. Tackle around the 46-yard line.
He knew it was a run all the way. Got a good jump. Once he got there, he wasn't about to let him slip away either.
So it's 2nd and 12. Ball on the 46.
18, Mike, 18.
He's tackled at the 43. A great game so far, and it looks like it'll be decided in the fourth. 21-17, Navy. Back in this very pivotal fourth quarter.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Ready? Blue,
Tackle made at the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you what, he's pretty nimble for a big guy. Excellent display of athletic ability.
Here we go.
Here's an opening. Gains his way to the 19-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line. He makes it to the 18-yard line. Navy is up 4. He makes it out to maybe the 16-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 3rd and 7.
Now he's scrambling. Loose football. And the defense is on it. He really wanted that ball, didn't he, Kirk?
Man, you can't teach hustle like that. The linebacker was determined to get the ball there, and he did.
Things aren't tied, but they might as well be. It's this drive that could really dictate the tone for the last quarter. He makes his way to about the 32.
That's a gain of 16 on the play. First down.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 32. Makes it to the 41.
Gain of 9 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Right here, right here.
Wants to throw outside. And it's incomplete.
Number 4, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 3rd down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker. They tackle him there, and he's still going to be short. Richardson is back deep to return. Richardson fields it at the 26. Can't wrap him up. They'll bring him down at the 32-yard line. A score here might effectively end this one. Navy is up by 4. Makes it out to about the 40.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
and pick up. They'll get him for a loss.
Really nice play by the defensive lineman. I like this guy's size and instincts.
From their own 44-yard line, it's second down. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Midshipmen.
Wow, he looked like a running back out there. And that's just what you want when you're calling the option.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a four-play, 69-yard drive. And they come away with 7 points. The score now, 28-17. They line up to kick this one away. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 20. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. So we're just about ready to return to action. A little more than 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Fires quick out to the receiver, and he can't make the grab.
The quarterback has to be very careful, Brad, of throwing the football into a position where the wide receiver has a chance to get his head taken off. He threw the ball there, and it made it easy for the defender to be able to separate him from the ball.
Fires out quickly, incomplete. From their own 22-yard line, it's third down. Under pressure, it's on the ground. The defense scoops it up. He's taken down at the 11-yard line. And that's exactly what this defense was looking for.
Yeah, that fumble gives these guys some added life. Now let's see if they can capitalize off of it.
And offense is back on the field after running the ball very well on their last drive.
This offensive line really opened up some big gaps for the running back last time.
Nice run up the middle. He kept it himself and picked up about 6 yards. So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Tackled for a loss.
Well, I think it's safe to say the defense had his number on that one. It can be very frustrating for a running back when he's stopped before he even gets going.
Still on his feet. Touchdown, Navy. And he adds the extra point. Beltran has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. Sheds a tackler, and he's taken down at the 28. Well, the guys are chomping at the bit down there, waiting for the game to start back up. Just under 2 minutes in the game. Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. And down he goes around the 42-yard line.
14 yards on the play. That makes it first and 10.
Steps out of bounds at about the 49.
Call it a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up second
down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. under heavy pressure. Fires it out, and they make the stop.
Around the 32-yard line.
Good job to identify the weakness in this defense. Any good offense will exploit those holes over and over again.
Here's a quick throw. And he's knocked out immediately after the catch.
First down.
From the 10-yard line, it's first down.
That makes it second and 10.
Touchdown, Falcons.
I like how the quarterback, the offensive line, and the receivers made a concerted effort to get into the end zone.
And they're looking to get 2 points here. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. And they get the 2. Oh, it's the kicker that comes up with a tackle. Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive.
Under a minute left in the game.
You're an offensive coordinator. You love this play. His quarterback will take a knee. It's second down, 12 to go. Ball on the 45-yard line. We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this clock. He'll go down to one knee. This one's in the books, and our final score, Navy 35, Air Force 25. As we finish up the broadcast, what do you have to say about how this game turned out, Kirk?
They've talked about the rivalry all week long, and for good reason. We saw the intensity down on the field every play, and it showed us why these teams love to hate each other. It'll be interesting to see how this game carries over to the next time they play.
That's going to do it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying goodbye.